It's not this just like concrete, you look at Secret and you're like, oh, this Alchemist is going to take over or anything.
Sure.
It's going to be a lot harder this time for them.
Okay, so yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think we'll all be happy if we get that, maybe a bit of a closer game. See if we get to see some sort of stuff kicking off from both sides. As game 2 definitely was a sort of a Secret win through and through. Never really looked like Nigma were going to have a chance against the Alchemist. Let's see if this time Nigma's going to have some good answers against what Secret's trying to do here with the Matu PA.
Yeah, let's see how this matchup ends up going, the Bat versus the Pugna. Pretty sure Nisha's going to be just fine, because Bat's a fairly slow hero, so ever getting on top of Pugna in laning phase is pretty much impossible. You have literal 40 move speed bonus on top as the Pugna, and you can decrep and disengage with the slow, so Nisha should be able to play really well around this matchup in the mid lane. Yeah, and just looking at the other lanes, I do like the way that Secret has it set up. I like the Mars versus the Sven a lot of the times, especially when the Mars goes Orb of Venom and just starts really bullying. And then I do think, like, Io, when he has the Tether and he has 2 rings of regen, it's a sustain lane for the PA. So I like the way Secret's got all their lane setups at the moment.
We'll see down bottom. Both teams ready to fight around this rune spot. Zai trying to put them away with the God's Rebuke. Miracle having to use the stun here to hold them back away from RMN. Secret going to be able to grab the 2 bottom. Nigma, I'll have GH grab those up on the top lane. And just you would imagine what the sustain from Puppey on that top lane is going to be enough to help Matu against the SK and SD. Because I imagine this lane from GH and Mind Control, they're going to have a lot of offensive potential. A lot of damage is going to be coming out from these 2 heroes onto the melee PA.
Yeah, I think they're going to be able to counteract with just all this increased healing and just stick charges and everything, because they came out prepared. They know exactly what they're playing into. And we have seen these Sankings really suffer in this tournament so far. As GH nicely done there with the disruption to secure the last hit.
And then in these other lanes, as you say, we are maybe not able to do anything magical in the straight-up trade with the Pugna. But as long as we gets an okay start, when you sort of look at the other lanes that he's going to be moving into to make those rotations. In fact, mid.
Be careful.
It's nearly dying here. Okay, careful. He's got a salve.
Another ward. Actually, that's cool.
Limit.
Cool approach. Another ward in lane. Just burning the mana consistently. Just counteracting both those Sage's masks and just making the potential for aggression just gone. I like it quite a bit. Looking at the side lanes, he can punish definitely the Mars a lot, but the other heroes they're pretty elusive around him. Like PA can jump from target to target, Io can tether around. Rubik, you're usually pretty far back. So yeah, shouldn't be the easiest for Weehaw to set up on. So again, the ward gets dropped down in mid, and Nisha's doing very well on that.
Yeah, this ward is... It's kind of making it seem unlaneable for Weehaw.
He can't actually use Sticky.
No, it's just too much.
He's getting completely pushed out. Right, this is
bottom lane.
Yapsor, we'll get the courier.
See them try and find Yapsor. I'll get it, Nigma. I'm going to have Miracle find that first blood as they take down Yap. Zai not quite able to take our men out and trade, so first kill on the board here for Nigma.
Seeing a lot of people missing these spears. Saw last game a lot of spears missed. This game, Zai just missed his second one that he did use. Yeah, mid, we're really seeing this damage. Like Nisha, he's just holding his ground. Weeha's trying to trip him up to get on top of him to get like even 7 stacks. He can't commit.
Yeah, I mean, Nisha don't care.
Yeah,
he loves
doesn't care.
Look at that 9. When have you seen a 9-stack hero in a lane not care about having 9 stacks on him? You know,
like turning and hitting the hero, right? Like,
I mean, it's
17 wand, and now he rushed the boots, so 375 move speed. Weehaw has to go back to base.
Yeah, this is I think this is definitely something that I think other teams, other players, they're going to be looking at this and they're going to go, right, that's a straight up solid counter. If they're going to want to play bat against us mid, or run a Pugna, or get the ward. Because it's destroying Weehaw to the point where I don't think he's used to playing against this sort of matchup played in this way. Nisha's doing something a little different, and it's causing a lot of troubles for Weehaw.
Yeah, absolutely. I was even thinking, you know, the decrep, you can't chase him ever or anything like that. But yeah, this Nether Ward point, it's a very strong point. That level 1 value point is insane. He can't kill it either. Nisha's just getting free denies every time. This is a smashing in the mid lane.
Yeah, this is some big brain stuff from Secret, and he just don't know what to do against it. What does he do? He can just he's sticking, but it's hurting him.
It's hurting him. He's not going to get any last hits either. I feel like he actually should. I feel like it's more value for him just to be stacking.
But just Sure, Anti, just stop sticking.
I mean, when the lane pushes in, it's all fine, but yeah, these stickies are just owning him. 6 last hits. This is worse than last time. Last time he was the Kunkka, and he was getting owned. He was getting just outplayed by Nisha again. Yeah, he has to just use the Firefly. He's like, all right, enough of this.
Yeah.
Like, I can't last hit creeps. I have to use Firefly, but Nisha's getting all the denies anyway. Oh, boy.
My goodness.
And a haste rune spawns bottom. Weehaw with some bad RNG coming into play, too. And we're seeing the top lane play out. They're actually pressuring Matu a little bit, but not setting up for any kills.
No, yeah, Matu, as you said, by the looks of it, just having Puppey around is enough to stop Nigma, at least for now, finding opportunities to go on into him.
Interesting to see that Puppey put the second point in Tether too, just for the sustain, since it increases the percentage of how much health you share with your buddy. You usually don't see this. Not this early on, at least. So just really trying to counteract that spam that's coming from these two heroes. Weeha's gotten 1 last hit in the last minute and a half. He's at 7 now.
There we go. Now he's at 8.
9.
He's at 9.
Very nice.
Comeback begins. Maybe.
Maybe.
Not.
He'll at least go. He'll at least get his bounty.
Yeah, he's got his bounty. There we go.
But Nisha's actually blasting the tower now, though. So he's getting some tower damage in.
Bottom side.
Another spear miss. I swear.
Another miss spear.
Dire are scanning.
I mean, it's a hard spell to hit, you know. As someone that's terrible as Mars, I can attest to that.
Same, actually. I always try to do the big plays, and you try to get the best angles, and you just miss all of them. That's probably what's happening here, too. As Nisha, he's 6 now, so Weehaw can't actually lane comfortably either. He's just going to get decrept and drained every time he walks up.
Yeah, this is crazy. You know, 5.5 minutes in, Nisha's got more denies than Weehaw has last hits. You know, that's when you know it's in a rough place.
Oh God, you're right.
That's you don't want to have those numbers cross over.
2,700 net worth on the Pugna for Nisha, and Weehaw has 1,600.
RNG favoring Nisha as well.
Again. Weehaw at least was able to kill the catapult somehow in the mid lane, so he doesn't have to worry about Nisha just forcing the tower in super hard, but he doesn't have to worry with his life, as he's just getting hunted. He can't even farm a jungle camp.
Where's he gonna go?
And he's just avoiding them. He's running to his teammates. He's like, help! Help!
And Nisha's gonna give up now, knows that Weehaw has got RMM by his side. Oh, and he's gonna just head back to the mid lane, straight with the TP, get this wave as it's pushing him.
It's brutal, though. Look, he comes back, and Nisha's like, hello. Remember me? Oh, God. Just watching this is painful. Now they're going to start bringing some rotations. Okay, so maybe that's the play, is bait him. Bait him to use these blasts. Maybe Weehaw can call in for someone to help, and they can do some flame break push action into the tower. When he's 6, they have great kill threat onto Nisha. Fact is, though, that Nisha's got a 2-level advantage over him. Yeah, with Cookie, I think with Boots, with Cookie and with Lasso, I think they could do a big play here.
Sure.
Like RMN goes to the mid lane, Cookie in, grab him. But Yapster's actually making the move first. He's looking to set up here. There is a ward.
Yeah, so Weehaw should be fine. He knows what's coming in.
And it looks like they're just going to maximize. They're going to just have Miracle jungle and RMN take the XP bottom. But RMN's going to get bullied out here, and this means they can't make the move mid when they're doing this setup here, which means mid tower is going to get pressured real hard by this Pugna.
Yeah, they're going to send GH over to try and work on the D push. But
even Miracle's hanging around, but he's spotted.
Oh man, can they get on top of Nisha? It sort of seems like wasted time here. Miracle there. He's going to head back to hitting the creeps.
I mean, with Puppey behind, no way you can go for the kill. Weeha's found the 6, and he's looking to make moves toward top around my control. Definitely look to set up kills as bottom also Zai looking for his own. Armin with a quick jump out of the Mars ulti though.
Zai, this time I hit the spear. And RMM, he's got a fairy fire. Is he going to pop it? He is. He's going to try and make Zai work for this with the God's Rebukes back up. And Zai will finish off the kill. And top lane, looks like they got away with it.
Yeah, nice rotation. Knows that he can't go to the mid lane. I like him playing around the stun lane since Miracle's playing in the jungle. Can actually set up onto this PA pretty easily without the backup of Puppey. But this mid tower, it's going to drop. He's just full committing for it here. One more blast. Do the trick.
is under attack.
Yeah, should have the mana for it coming out of this disruption if he wants to step up, but he's actually being a little cautious. Top lane, Weehar's trying to get in onto Yapso, but he's under the tower. Weehar's going to die for this.
Oh, no.
As Weehar tried to dive in, I mean, they just gave up both the core's life. Weehar in mind control, dying Tumma man as Matuma returns to the lane. And then I think Matu will take that. He doesn't mind dying earlier for that at all. He comes back in and he's able to get involved in killing off both of the cores.
And Yapster gets all that XP. I think my microphone even popped when they did go for that play because of how shocked I was.
That's pretty wild stuff.
2K gold lead. Weehaw just getting slowed down more and more in this game. These are going to be very slow boots of travel. He's at least gotten the faded brooch for himself with the wind lace, but this is a mid bat who's going to be extremely slowed down.
Yeah, meanwhile, Nisha, level 8, he's just going to be taking towers at will.
Yep.
Straight down to the bottom. Pressure's going to be on. And I mean,
how do they set up for them? They have to just set up and kill him if they want to defend them.
He steps up for a D-ward. He's going to be able to get the disruption off. GH will die to a tower. They've got the lasso onto Matsumba Man. Have they got the damage? Yeah, they have. Firefly's down, and with the God Strength from Miracle, they will manage to clean up Matu. So still, despite the tough start, Weehaw for a second time finding the setup to kill off Matu's PA.
I'll take your tribute.
And Miracle still is the one that is free farming, all things considered,
Top tower is under
during all this. And Mind Control actually has a Blink Dagger already finished up at 10 minutes. So initiation, they'll have that there. Even though Weehaw doesn't have like bots or a Blink himself, they'll have the Blink Dagger on the Sand King.
Oh, Zai. They're hunting. Not bad with the Flame Break.
Nice
Running in range of the blast. Cookie forward. Weehar's on top of Zai. I mean, you got to hand it to him. For as rough of a start as he had mid, Weehaw, he's found 3 kills so far. He's getting a lot done considering how bad that mid matchup was for him.
Yeah, still the king of Bat Rider, Weehaw, knowing exactly how to fix his game that was decimated. 18 last hits at the 11-minute mark is one of the lowest I've ever seen on a core bat. But he's making it work somehow anyway here with these movements. And he's gonna have lasso, what, about 30 seconds?
He's got the invis.
They're inching forward here. They're bringing everyone down. Mind Control's got the blink over here, though.
Starting to slow things with the kisses. Tether's there from Puppy. Nisha's going to be able to walk away from this. In fact, try to turn, but Mind Control is in with the jump. Burrow Strike onto Nisha. Nisha holding his ground, turns with a life drain. Weehaw and Mind Control caught in the arena. And Zai's there to keep Nisha protected. Nisha does actually still tick down to the poison from GH, but it's the cleanup from Secret overall. Zai, with that arena placement, holds the fight strong and picks up the triple kill.
And how much they have to commit. And also, it's, the panel did mention they didn't want to see this. The Mind Control Blink Dagger. He blinks. That's his reveal of his 2,000 gold that he just farmed and he just dies instantly. Not tanky at all. It's just a blink into a death after the stun. Now, Secret, they're hunting. They seem to know where Miracle's positioned around here. Couldn't quite find him in time, though.
The plays that are being made, Miracle, he is getting the space. We are seeing already Miracle shoot pretty far ahead in farm. As the Sven, he's going to be hitting some very good early item timings.
Needs some backup, though, from his team to really be able to just play versus this lineup, because there's a lot of things he does have to worry about. Sure, he'll be good when he's at level 15 with this Dispel, but before that, a lot of different defenses that Secret can do. Mind Control tries to blink in to go for Matu. Now TPs are coming in.
Now he's got to be careful. Sees the Sandstorm getting his way through the trees. Stolen Flame Break knocks him back a little bit, gets him back in range. The Dagger, Mind Control's down. Second time in a row here. Now with these moves with the Blink Dagger crossing him live over towards mid. Nisha is going to try and hold his ground. GH putting a stop to the life drain with the disruption. Buying time for Weehaw to get in on top of him. They've got the lasso. They drag Nisha back, and with the pop of the poison, they bring Nisha down. Secret.
The reload.
They're going to look to chase this, bringing Matu in. Onto Weehaw. They'll take one. RMN looking for the TP out, and the trees he's away. But they're making moves, Nigma. Sure, they're losing their cause, but space does continue to be made for Miracle. And he's getting the opportunity to push this wave right up to the top. He's about to hit the level 12. So a clean 2 levels over Matu, over Nisha. Now this Sven is going to be massive. If Nigma can find the right times to get Miracle involved, they are definitely going to have a very good strength against Secret.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just that they keep losing the other cores. Like, if both of them hadn't died back-to-back, I'd be feeling pretty okay for them, but losing both Mind Control and Weehaw right away, and Mind Control, like we said, 2 back-to-back deaths right after the Blink reveal, concerning. But Miracle is soaking up all this space. It's just, can he do this all by himself, as it's seeming to be like that?
I mean, it definitely does look like a game, I feel, that if he's able to get Ags BKB, he kills most of Secret's heroes, right? The PA with the evasion is going to be a bit of an issue, but the other 4, Ags, BKB, jumping around the fight, it's a pretty good sort of setup for the Sven to clean these heroes up with Godstrength.
Yeah, definitely. The only one he has to, yeah, of course, like the Mars and the PA will be a little bit harder, but 3 heroes are super easy for him to focus down. I think Zai is going to be a little tanky this game. He's going for the Blink. He's got it actually finished up now, which will make him, not increase that tankiness anymore, but Secret looking to play the farming out game. As we know, the Matu, he's going to be going for the Battle Fury game. So he knows that he wants to be able to get that very high increase in scaling. Secret on the hunt with these, as they have relocated in the back if they need it. Puppy's actually moving in with the smoke here.
Let's see if Zai can get the Blink set up. Miracle would be the dream catch. Can they get him? He's already out with the war cry, and Zai won't seize an opportunity to go for him. They'll turn towards Iron Man instead. Dags him back into the rest of the team. They bring him down Arena just to guard the bounty room. So step away from the bounty, Zai says, and we'll manage to pick it up because of that. But now he's in a bit of trouble. Disruption's there for the setup. Mind Control heads over. They're going to be able to kill off Zai. As now we are into the river. He's chasing for more.
Nice
He's able to knock back Yapsor with the flame break into the lasso. As Nigma get Miracle involved in a couple of kills. And some big ones too there. Said Zai, he really wanted that bounty rune. He got it, but it cost him his life.
Yeah, and we're still seeing the power of Weehaw. Even though that lane, it was rough, it was super hard, he's recovered. He's 4-3-3, and even with just like Boots of Travel, Windlace, and a Faded Brooch, of course, as we mentioned out earlier, he has it. He can get on top of these targets, and he's versus some good core matchups. Versus Pugna, versus Mars. Bad Rider likes to play versus these heroes in the mid game.
Yeah, it really is, quite something, as you say. We just... To have lost the mid lane that badly and have done as much as Weehaw's done, it's just, it's pretty unheard of. Most other cores, mids, you sort of end the lane like that, you're going to have no impact. But Weehaw just showing that he needs the bare minimum to be able to make moves as his Bat Rider.
Yeah, just space continues for Miracle. Getting massive SNY done, Mask of Madness, Point Booster as well online, and Matu, he's just going to start getting that
try and going onto RMM mid. Mind Control's being able to get him with the jump on Nisha. They'll have to relocate out to save Nisha. Take him away from this. See if they want to keep the fight going. They do. Zai steps into the arena. RMN able to jump out with the cookie. The defensive disruption also keeping RMN alive as he steps away. Weehaw, the spear, it's off the mark again. Weehaw's able to step away from it. Now Mind Control's in onto Zai. Tether across, but Miracle's in with the God Strength. Puppy's going to get cleaned up. So is Zai. Miracle gets the 2 of them. And now Secret's got to run. They have to head out of it. I mean, I guess it is getting a little late, Fog, but we're seeing some slippery plays here from some of the players. Yeah,
that's like the 4th spear, I think, in this game missed. And Weehaw, he didn't have Firefly inside of this. He was stuck inside of the Mars ult without Firefly for pretty much the whole duration of it. They couldn't kill him. Miracle comes in and cleans up. Nigma doing a great job of just fighting back, just knowing Matu's not going to show up to any of these fights. Just they're bringing the action. And Miracle, he is showing up to the fights. He is strong enough to be able to do so with, as a Sven, with these item timings.
Yeah, Matu, of course, he can now start to catch up. With the Battle Fury done, on his way to the BKB, he is going to gear up to sort of the level where he can compete with the farm that Miracle Sven's picking up. But then so the question is going to be, at what sort of stage are you more scared of the PA than you are of the Sven in these fights?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Miracle's going to hit these timings way faster. He's already got the Dispel talent, so I feel like for Miracle, he can just look to run around with this team now for the most part, while Secret just needs a lot more time for Matu. He has to have this BKB before he can look to fight versus all this insane magic damage that Nigma does have.
See around the rune, we are Mind Control, looking to catch off Yapsor here. There's the setup, Flame Break into the Burrow Strike. Catch him out in the river. Another grab here from Weehaw, 5, 3, and 4. Just completely recovered from that laning stage and having so much of an impact. As they're keeping this game very even, 11-10, 18 minutes in, less than 1k gold in it. As Matu, I mean, he is closing that
Getting
gap.
close.
Less than 1k between him and the Sven. Like Matu,
And less than...
it's going to be one of those games, you know, who's able to carry the hardest? Is it the Matu PA or is it the Miracle Sven?
There are some very squishy heroes on both sides for both of them to take advantage of, for sure.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Supports on the side of Nigma are getting away with a little bit more, though. We see GH has a lot of items already picked up on him. The supports on the side of Secret, they have the mech. You know, Puppy's got that big one, but he is struggling a little bit. They're getting on top of him a lot of times. Not really able to get too many steals just yet. Secret all around, playing around Nisha. Nisha with, again, a defensive glimmer, as we've seen a lot of players doing now, actually, on these core heroes.
They're going to try and set up for bottom. We have TPs coming in from Nigma. Secret.
Oh, a lot of them.
They've got to start getting out of here. Mind control. He's going to be able to find the catch on Puppy's trying to head over to see if he can get in onto Matu. Puppy. Oh, actually out with the TP. And Matu, he's been left behind here. He's dead. Well, Puppy just sort of bailed on him.
I think Matu thought that Puppy wasn't TPing, so he turned to give Puppy a tether target and then just gives his life with it. A huge mistake.
Yeah, Puppy he tethered TP'd out. He said, good luck, Matu. And Matu said, he was like, wait, what? Where Puppy? He just gets left for dead.
And Nigma's just chasing out here. They even smoke aggressively. They still have God Strength rolling for a couple seconds here.
Oh, here we have Yapzor. That'll be another one here for Miracle, or maybe not. Puppy is able to come in with a burst heal onto Yapzor. Yapzor actually kept alive. Disruption from GH, buying some safety for Miracle. It will now turn over towards Zai. Zai finishes off Iron Man in the arena. We are heading in. Stun onto Zai. Miracle closes the gap once again, but with the tether from Puppy. Puppy keeping Zai sustained to the point where Nigma can't commit for the kill. Now back off. GH does still manage to pop Yapzor. Now Matu's committing with a BKB. Defensive disruption once again. GH keeping Miracle safe for the time being, but this time the spear, it's perfect from Zai. Flies in under the disruption as he falls out of it and pins him straight to the cliff. Miracle goes down.
That's the first BKB usage, though. And it gets Miracle, which is pretty big, though, but that's going to tick down quick. Down to 9 seconds. And that definitely hurts. And Nisha, he actually got caught in the back lines trying to go help his teammate. He just gets lassoed and killed. And this is what we were talking about, the volatileness of the Pugna pick. Sure, dominated the matchup in mid, but mid laning and just the overall game aspect is a different thing as Weehaw. He just has his number now. He just easily killed this Pugna every time. Zai, set up around top for GH. Yapzor coming in.
Oh, Yapzor, he wants some revenge on GH. I feel like it's been a few
sure
fights
does.
now where Yapzor's just getting popped by the Shadow Demon.
He's like, you're going to kill me with Shadow Poison? I'm going to steal Shadow Poison now. All right.
There we go.
And he steals the kill with it.
Yapzor's happy with that one. You know, he's got it in for GH this game. There's a bit of support rivalry going on between these two.
Yep. Such a close game, though. With all this craziness going on, with laning disasters happening. Pretty much dead even on the gold. Only slightly experience favored for Queen Nigma now, too. Sven is pretty much all the levels that's really that disparity.
Yeah, still just about half a level ahead of Matu's PA. I mean, Matu, you know, he's taken over in net worth, and that Deso nearly done. And I mean, who do you sort of favor as a scaling carry? You know, Sven is obviously incredibly strong, but you get some good crits on a PA, and this hero feels like a pretty ridiculous late game beast.
Yeah, overall late game, you have to give the edge to PA because you're not reliant on God Strength. That's the thing. Sven always has to have God Strength to do much of anything really inside the late game. Sven just hits peak timings a little bit faster. This is when PA really starts to kick in.
So you think it is more on Nigma to really keep the pressure up this game rather than start to get complacent and fall back and farm?
If we just look at just straight up core matchup, yeah. There is some other elements, you know, the Pugna and the Bat Rider, they're going to be messing a lot with a lot of the straight up carry matchup. But yeah, I would feel like Nigma does have to press the issue a little bit forward, a little harder than Team Secret. As Miracle, he's far up.
He is. He stepped straight back up to the tower. He's got the backup of mind control, comes in with a stun onto Matu. Sentry's down though, Arena as well, blocking off the two of them. Miracle is going to get pinned. Oh, he actually doesn't get pinned to the wall. The cookie bounces him out of the spear, so he doesn't get caught by the combo. And with that, Miracle's able to step out and live another day as he's going to run. Matu's going to look to chase, jumps over to RMN. Zai catching Weehar, putting a stop to this escape as he tries to hide in the trees. He still gets the lasso off onto Matu, controlling him, but Weehar, he's been left behind by the rest of the team. He will slowly but surely be taken out by Secret, but they managed to keep Miracle alive with that cute cookie play.
That's the second time now I've seen that cookie with the spear interaction happen. They literally, I think he was just going to straight up die there because he has no BKB. He's all in on this full aggression build rather than any defensive capabilities. If he gets pinned, it's a very big concern for Miracle still.
That's some cute moves from RMN. Secret sees this opportunity to head straight into the pit. Mind control's going to be back up in a few seconds. So, I mean, Nigma, they definitely have the tools to contest this. God strength is up.
Matu has his Deso finished though, so this is killing. It's dying pretty fast.
Now Miracle's got to make a move soon if he wants to try and slow this.
The poison stacks on Matu. He's gonna have a 5th stack too. These poisons hurt.
And Miracle, Matu's getting low. Matu's going to get bashed. They're going to jump straight over towards the side. Miracle cleans up Yapzor, turns over towards Puppey, splitting him apart. Matu with the BKB committed. Miracle's trying to find a target. He's looking towards Zai, but still the Arena prevails. Now the Arena falls. He's been disarmed for now by the Decrepify. Over to the side, Iron Man with the cookie control jumps onto Matu. Over towards the river, the spear. It pins Miracle towards the cliff into the reach of Nisha. As Nisha's able to turn, blow him up. Stolen stun thrown out onto Weehar. Weehar grabbed by Yapzor. As Yapzor with that beautiful steal at the Stormhammer turns things onto the bat. A Secret, they'll win the fight around the pit, and they're not done yet. Zai jumping in for more. Puppey able to bring in Yapzor. Another use there from Yapzor's stolen Stormhammer. Sets up for another. RMN's left behind. They're going to be able to clean up the entire team of Nigma and keep this Roche safe. They did lose Matu, but still with the rest of them, not the best of Roshan hitters, but Roshan is very low. They should be able to find the time to finish this off as that fight, Zai hitting some big spears. That one in particular pushing Miracle out at the pit and straight towards those stairs into Nisha's reach.
Both of those, the second spear, we're going to see this one in the replay in a second here. This spear, I think, saved the fight. Yapzor as well as Nisha, look at them up here.
There we go, look at that.
Spear hits, wins them the fight. They're able to kill Miracle because of it and just isolate everybody else.
On top lane, already, mind control. He's been able to find Nisha with the epicenter. Is he going to have enough damage? He's going to try and pop him. Nisha's able to pop the Decrepify. He's still alive for now. Puppey, he's also still alive. They're trying to finish him with the Firefly and the Sticky Napalm stacks, and they will be able to do so. Puppey goes down. See if they can kill off this Pugner a second time. They can. Miracle turns up. So as soon as they get the Aegis, it does get taken away from them pretty quickly with Nigma turning up in full force on that top lane.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, you know, because Matu was dead. He wasn't able to pick that one up. And bit of a wasted Aegis there as now Nigma kicking back, getting on their own aggressive side, and Miracle is, he did have MKB and stuff queued up. I think that was a little ambitious. He's now going back for the BKB. He really needs it versus control.
Yeah, especially if Zai's going to start hitting the spears as he has done.
Yep.
Just can't afford to be thrown around the fight. He only wants to jump around at his own will with the Axe.
Dire's top tower.
And the BKB will be able to get that done. We are on top of the boots, some force stuff. Has the blink, so an extra way for Nigma to get those big catches towards these heroes that are trying their best to save. Puppey with the tethers and Nisha with the Decrepifies.
This blink is pretty huge. It used to be it was a blink force or a blink rushed hero for a long time for a reason. So he can easily get onto these backlines. So getting on Nisha, it's going to be a problem for Nisha. I do want to see Weehai. Okay, he is already. Nice. Carrying a dust, I was going to say. Make sure he can stick on top of the Pugna. And I think that's one of the biggest things he has to pretty much do in every fight. Just find Nisha and grab him. Or grab Zai and pull him away from the fight. He's got some pretty decent targets that he can go for.
Solid one here for Miracle as finds the Titan Sliver. Meanwhile, for Matu, Basher is complete. So,
okay.
I was saying, I mean, Matu, he just really has to get as much as he can done during these BKBs. And we're sort of the Deso and the Basher. He shouldn't struggle taking down some of the squishier heroes. Miracle, a bit of a bigger task.
Miracle a little here.
Yeah.
Poke.
Feeling that he can do so. He has got the full lineup behind him. Puppey always ready with the tether mech and relocate.
And he is at a much stronger level too. He is level 20. So that blur, 85% evasion. There's no true strike.
Well,
He also has a greater fairy fire kicking in too, so damage, real good damage for him, and also just pretty much essentially 800. I usually say like 900 health. Usually 2 usages in big fights.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but this window is probably going to be the biggest window for a while for Secret. This time where Miracle doesn't have the MKB. They're going to want to get a lot done.
He still does have BKB though, so Miracle is also very strong. Not level 20 though, so he doesn't have that cooldown talent that is what kicks off the Aghanims to be that ridiculous. Yeah, it definitely feels like Secret's got a little bit of a strength here if they've got the high ground. Because right now, they're very split up on the side of Nigma. Miracle still, he's just showing himself top, very, very confident. Even though they're nowhere near, the two supports not close to his team yet. And he hits level 20.
Yeah, he's going to be jumping all over the place.
Yep. That's why they're giving him all that XP. Puppey shows himself to try to take his outpost.
They're going to stop this. Straight away, immediate jump on a Puppey side. Will lay down the arena. Miracle is able to jump over with the stun. Looks towards Matuma Man, but already you can see it with the blur. Miracle can't really fight the PA. He's trying to hit Matu, but he's just missing every single hit right now due to that high evasion. He'll jump over once more, but again, he just can't fight this PA with the physical. A disruption comes out from GH, but it actually ends up setting up for a spear to push him back. Miracle jumps to the side, but the stolen stun comes out. The relocate, it took them away. They decided not to fight this, but I think they were just about to kill him. Puppey ends up taking Matu out, and that saves Miracle. Yeah, Matu, he wants to finish the job. He got so close to doing so, now he's going to try. Jumps in onto Miracle, the bash is there, Miracle turns with a stun. GH keeping Miracle safe. Matu, he's been clumsy netted into the cookie, tethered from Puppey, keeps him alive. Stolen stuff from Yapsor, out onto Iron Man, he goes down. Yapsor with the control onto Weehar with that telekinesis, but Weehar's into the trees. Matu's hunting. GH out with the TP, Weehar as well, looking to get out, and he'll get himself away in time. But yeah, a bit of an awkward disengage there from Puppey. I mean, not intentional, do you think?
No, I don't think so. That's one of those situations I think he just forgot to untether. Because Matu is full HP. He was absolutely fine. He didn't even have to use any greater fairy fire charges inside the fight. Pretty big slip up there as they miss a massive kill on Miracle. He was dead for sure. And it was a great little bait play, too, from Puppey with the buyback and jumping into the fight and baiting them on the outpost. They got like the perfect setup for them there. They weren't able to get the kill from a mistake. Still feeling strong, though. Playing without evasion, or playing with this high evasion versus this Sven. They're feeling confident anyway, looking to get jumps.
Getting the big crits out right now. We saw a tasty 1500 from Batu just there. And they're going to see if they can catch more out of this. But with the 4 staffs and the blinks, Nigma are back to the base.
Much easier for Secret to look for these chain kills now that Yapsor has a stun finally stolen. He hasn't been able to find much this game, but he has a blink and 2 stuns now. So much easier for them to just pop targets if anyone does show on the side of Nigma during this time. And yeah, he really needs the MKB now on Miracle. Like we said, the BKB was super essential. Now it feels like they can't fight without the MKB, really. But they're actually going to look for a smoke play here.
All right. I mean, this is whilst Mind Control's down. They do still have the outpost down, so Mind Control will be able to join them. Well, still, fighting as we did see that last fight. Without the MKB, Miracle just has nothing against the PA. Until that MKB's there, there's just no chance to ever try and take Matu down with physical damage.
Yeah. If they could find Puppey here, he doesn't have buyback. They do have a really good ward down right now, scouting all of Secret too.
Oh. It's hard to get in though. I mean, with 32 minutes in, and they've still not taken that tier 1 tower mid.
And now there's an Abyssal finished on Matumba, so that BKB for the Sven, not as strong anymore.
Yeah, for Nigma, they've got to focus getting this MKB done for Miracle. He's still about just 1,000, about 1,500 gold away from it.
Still quite a long time.
Yeah,
like a minute or so, a minute and a half even. Where Secret.
He's actually going straight in. Abyssal Blade to start things off. Buy him some safety with the disruption. It's not enough though. The dagger from Matu finishes him off. Jump over onto the side as GH is caught in the arena. Matu continuing to make the magic happen with the PA, level 23. Just scaling up at a pace now and getting kills at just much easier than it is for Miracle to do so. And at a point where they're holding him in the base, restricting the area that Miracle can head out, they do get the lasso. Have they got the damage? They're in. And Matsu, he's able to put the BKB in this evasion. Look, they just can't hit him. Evade, 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 evade. And he's out.
He's still alive.
He jumps out of the side. The stun's coming in. Puppey tethers across. They'll use him up. Matsu, can they kill him? He's over to the side. Matsu will finally fall. They've done it. They've killed the PA, and now they can clean up for more. Miracle, he gets the eye up. Jump for mind control with the Burrow Strike. Sets up onto Zai. They've managed to do it here, Nigma. 3 huge kills on the defense. It takes them an age to kill down Matumaman's PA, but they're able to do so. And it all starts just with the amount of time they're actually allowed to spend hitting him because of that grab that Weeha manages to find, bringing him up to the high ground, and meaning that it just took so long for him to run away. Even with that ridiculous amount of evasion that he does have, they had the time to beat him down.
And now the MKB is finished out of the result of that. They're going to get 2 towers too, and God's Strength is back up as the PA respawns. That's how long the respawn really is for Matamba.
Big stuff here from Nigma.
That was like massive grab, huge heads-up play from Weeha. And Secret maybe underestimating how tanky Matu was. They might have been able to actually help him, but they full bailed.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, now Miracle's going to hit hard on him.
Yeah, absolutely. MKB. That one sort of thing that's been keeping him safe, and it really has. You know, we've seen a few fights now where that evasion alone has been the mechanic that's just rendered Matu unkillable. MKB are going to be a huge answer to that, of course, now with that 75% chance to pierce the evasion.
Still hard for him to stick on targets, though, as I've seen, you know, Secret have really fully itemized on countering that Sven stun. As Nisha, he's under vision again here. Weeha is thinking about it. And they see the rest of Secret and they'll back away. But yeah, they have like lots of Lotus Orbs, lots of Blink Daggers, Glimmers, even Lincolns. So many different ways to block the Sven from bouncing around. Still on the side of Secret.
Yeah, he's just got to be smart with the BKB usage. Miracle.
Yeah.
Make sure he's able to play around the Lotuses with the Mage community.
Matu's trying to get his level 25. Still quite some time until he's able to get it. Team all at the back behind him.
And they're on the high ground, Nigma. Look at this setup. They're coming in with a wraparound. They're looking for an opportunity to jump, but mind control. Oh, he's found a beautiful opener. The Burrow Strike onto the 2 of them. They take down Yapsor. Zai will get tethered by Puppey, but the damage from Miracle is far too much. Matsu will be able to get him with the Abyssal Blade onto Miracle. Miracle trying to turn and punch back into Matsu. They've got the lasso. They have the damage by looks of it as well. They'll slow down Miracle for a little bit with the telekinesis, but it's not long enough to save Matsumbaman. As Matsu goes down, having far fewer troubles taking down this PA now that the MKB's done, as we're seeing. Miracle does not, he's not scared about standing against the Phantom Assassin no longer. He can kill him, and he will.
Beautiful initiation. That initiation kind of got them almost essentially 3 kills right away off the bat. Puppey gets dropped low, the Rubik as well as the Mars drop pretty much instantly. Japstar has to buy back. And then it's awkward. Matu, he jumped in trying to force something there, but the fight was already kind of determined from Nigma's positioning. And now Arosh.
They're going to get away with this by looks of it. I mean, Zai's back up in 10 seconds. They don't have the outpost control, though. Nigma's been able to maintain that. So no easy route for Secret to head over here. And with that in mind, just no time for them to get here and put a stop to this. Nigma, they're going to be able to get Roshan. The Aegis and Cheese, it's all going to be theirs.
Yeah, really so well executed by Team Nigma in that fight there. And I think we're going to be seeing Weeha really saving that lasso for the BKB PA in most of these situations.
I mean, that for the most part, as long as there's not a tether save, lasso plus a God Strength Sven on top of Matumaman, it's gonna kill him every fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're gonna have a little bit more ways of just defending him, just some decreps, anything in between these stuns. As Puppey bottom, he'll push out the wave, TP out. And we're back to even on the gold. Experience leading for Nigma, though.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Nisha's cutting some waves mid, sneakily. Bottom wave is hitting real hard. It's pushing in. Nigma has to address it here.
Matsu.
There's a ward placed by Secret. They see RMN walking out.
RMN, that'll be a freebie for Matu. Because Mind Control's actually coming on the back. Look for Yapsor. The Lotus is out in time, allowing them to set up for the Spear in Arena. Miracle getting stunned for now, but now he's going to put the Warcry. And now with the BKB, Miracle wants to charge in on this. Nisha with a quick blink out to the side, dodges the stun. Mind Control gets the epicenter off, but the BKB's there from Matu. They've cleaned up too. Matu trying to chase here for Weeha. Disarm onto Miracle, wasting some of the time off the God Strength. His BKB is on cooldown. The Spear from Zai, pinning him to the tree. Matu jumps across. That's the Aegis taken out of his hands. They're going to look to do it a second time as well. And Miracle, he's not got the backup that he needs. Nigma, they've already lost to. The rest of them have no interest in helping him out. As Secret seized the opportunity to punish what was a very sort of split-up play. We saw sort of the fight being brought over towards the Secret shop, whilst Miracle, he was trying to chase the backliners deep towards where the tier 2 was in the mid lane. And that sort of split-up meant that as soon as that BKB wore out on Miracle, he was far, far away from any sort of help.
That looked like the worst case of save your buddy syndrome I think I've ever seen, actually. RMN very far out of position there. Everybody goes to kind of bail him out, and they force this very bad fight here. Like, no buyback on Miracle. The GH dies. He's dead for another 50 seconds, too. That was a very forced error by Team Nigma that Secret capitalized on it, jumping forward.
Immediately, they find Mind Control. He's been stunned, and he's going to be taken out. On the side, they've gone for the lasso onto Yapsor, but now Matu, he's just in on the Weeha. Weeha's got the cheese, so Weeha will live. But Secret, just relentless with their jumps and pushing in, knowing that there's not a lot that Nigma can do to slow them down when they don't have Miracle up. Miracle is pretty much the power that they need to stop Secret in their tracks. When there's no Miracle, and especially when Matu's alive on Secret, there's just nothing that can be done by Nigma. Matu, he's looking for more. He's able to just walk and jump onto RMN. There's no answer. RMN's dead, and there's no buybacks on any of these heroes. So Secret, they're going to start punching into the tier 4s.
And they've got all these items coming out on the courier now, too. Full Satanic for Matumba when it gets to him. They might even be able to end this.
There's 2 heroes down for 40-plus seconds. Miracle's going to be back up. See how much Secret respect that, as they're sticking around for the tier 4. Miracle is going to get bashed by the dagger. Matu, he's just looking to focus the Ancient, try and end the game off. Miracle's got to make a move soon. The BKB and the God Strength's out. Turns over towards the 2 of them, but Matu is in with the bashes. Lasso controls there from Weeha. Still, have they got enough damage to kill Matu? They haven't. Matu just turns, crits down Miracle. He's out of the game. 97 seconds, no buyback. This game looks to be over. Secret, they'll focus the Ancient, close this one down, and just like that, Game 3 done and dusted. Secret will take